Hello, my magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show, where I will be your host, the gangster magician himself. I'm here to deliver you your message, because that's what I love to do, because I do what I love, and I love what I do, and I love being here with you, and you know it too. You know it, I know it, we all know it. Whoa. We all know what we see here, brother, okay? Come on. And consistency day in and day out. Right, Archangel Michael? My co-host, he said, yeah, don't worry about nothing. He said, I'm trying to tell you people, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You're good. You passed the test. You're good to go. Can't nobody fuck with you. You're a made guy. You're part of the 8th house crew. Come on. Start acting like it. You ain't taking no shit from nobody. Ooh, my teabag almost fell up. So why don't we, continue to balance our chakras, because what's meant for us will always find us. It's a little easier when, your chakras are completely aligned and balanced. So, put you in a good spot here. I think things are going well for you. I think things are moving along. I think you're going to get to where you need to be. I feel like, something's about to give here. You already broke some barriers here. I know you did. Okay, so come on over, magical gangstar boys and girls. Come on over. I'm gonna call you over. Come on over. I got the bell here. Come on. Let's do a little tarot time here. Have a little tarot story. That's what we do. We tell stories via tarot. Manifest via tarot. That's what we do here. Okay, so why don't we see what's going on? Right? I mean, that's what we like to do here. We like to find out what's going on. And then we I don't know. And we don't really do anything else about it. Who cares? God will take care of all this, he says. He says, brother, don't worry about it. You're good to go. That's what he says. The cat says, what do you say? What do you know? He says, brother, you always forget about me. He says, not for nothing, but I put a lot of work into waving the way I do. He's right. He's got the right to be upset. So I like getting the tea when it's really hot, so I keep drinking a lot. There I go explaining myself again. So, yeah, because when it's really hot, then the tea, I don't know. You get that little sip thing. So, whatever. Why don't we, I got some sage burning here, some incense. We'll get the cards all. So, these cards are always sage, though, constantly. So, what do we got going here? What's going to be in the energy here for the magical gangstars here? God, please, and thank you. Let's get started. Let's see what we got. All right, so here's the Hierophant. He just showed up. He said, let me tell you something, brother. He says, I institutionally support you. I socially approve you. I feel like you're doing everything right. That's why you're going to be granted, whatever immunity needed here, because whatever these people said about you was not true. Seeking guidance and wisdom from a higher power or authority figure. That could be spiritual, physical, whatever. You may be called to follow a tradition or establish rules. You may be. Okay, I enter my spiritual path and traditions. Yes, you do. That's what you're here for. Why else would you be here? Why else would you be watching some guy named the Gangster Magician? He just talks crazy things. Unless you weren't in a spiritual, on your spiritual path. What else we got? All right, so you got this Ace of Wands here. So that's telling me you have an urge to create. You're an inspiration. Okay, inspiration and new opportunities. You're now being called to take action and seize the moment. So now we're knowing you're here to you're about to seize the moment now. You're not letting it walk away from you this time. I am ready to embark on a new journey because you are the best, and then you're going to get what's best for you because it's what you deserve. Enough's enough with these people. You know what I mean? It's time for you to Four of Swords to rest and relax over here, because you rest and recharge for a brighter future. You are taking a break from the hustle and bustle of life to rest and recharge your batteries. What better time during the holidays, summertime? Rest and relax. Take it easy. Where's the fire? There's no rush. They want you to think there was a rush, like you had to get somewhere that was but you didn't have nowhere to be. You ain't missing nothing. And trust me when I tell you, alright? Believe me, they want you to think you're missing something. But here's the thing, is you have this Page of Cups energy. You're getting intuitive messages all the time, all right? You're going to get creative opportunities from these intuitive messages. Creativity and intuition. You are tapping into intuition and creativity to express your emotions and connect with others. I mean, that's really what you're doing here, aren't you? Wouldn't you conquer? I mean, I might be doing it through what I'm doing here. You're doing it through whatever you do it through. I mean, I embrace my intuition and creativity. This is why you have this urge to create. This is why the Hierophant sees you here. This is why you keep calling your energy back forward so it's resting and relaxing. Because you don't have to fucking run. You don't have to run for nobody. Because you have this Knight of Cups energy. Because you're romantic, you're charming, you're chivalrous. Perhaps somebody wants to be that way towards you. Romance, idealism. You are a hopeless romantic who's driven by your heart and inspired by beauty and creativity. I think that goes pretty well with this Page of Cups energy. I follow my heart and trust my intuition. I mean, this is what you always have done. I mean, I'm not saying from the very beginning, but you've been doing this for quite a bit now. Nobody could say you don't do what you say you are. Nobody could say you aren't who you say you are anymore. It's just not possible. There's not any type of backing to it. What can they possibly say anymore? You know, and that's why dinosaurs are all anxious and depressed in their bed. They're all upset. They know it's over for them. Your urge to create, you rest and relax in, having this Knight of Cups and Page of Cups energy. It's a very nice energy with the Hierophant supporting you. These people, they got anxiety and worry now. They said they may be experiencing intense anxiety and worry, possibly related to a past trauma or unresolved issue. So whatever unresolved issue these people have with you is giving them very much anxiety. I release anxiety and embrace peace, we suggest to these people. I release anxiety and embrace peace. That's what we tell them, okay? That's what they should do. And if they don't want to do that, then, oh well, it's not our problem, it's your problem. They're the ones who are doing this to themselves. It's their ego that's really doing this to them. That's why I always say you gotta kill your ego before your ego kills you. That is a fact, Jack. So why don't we get going here? Why don't we get a little clarification? We'll elaborate further. See what we're working with. I hate when I do that. It's like you do the shuffle and they doesn't shuffle and yeah, not a good look. There you go. Ooh. It's harder to shuffle the tarot because the tarots are like 78 of them compared to a regular deck. It's 52. You know, playing court deck. I can still do it. Yes, I can. Alright, so why don't we snuff with the shuffling stuff, trying to be a show off here. Why don't we keep getting going here? Why don't we see what we're working with? Why don't we find out if there's anything we need to know? I mean, that's really all it comes down to. And we learn to be a better person here too. So just remember, you're killing two birds with one stone when you come see the Gangstar Magician. So what else do we have here? Alright, so the Gangstar Magician says you have an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, there's going to be, an opportunity here. You are a Nine of Pentacles, manifestation of material abundance. Stuff is approaching. You're not just going to be in here to not having nothing no more. You are on the cusp of a new venture or opportunity that has potential to bring financial and material prosperity. I'm open to receive abundance and prosperity in all areas of my life. You always have been, but now you really are. There ain't no sabotaging you this time. You're not going to self-sabotage this time. You're too strong now. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune. You solved the puzzle. That's why the Wheel of Fortune's here. This is why this Ace of Pentacles is here. It makes sense, right? Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. It's a nice little 1-2 punch. That's how we're going to start it. So we know that's what's coming. It's here. It's happening. It's materializing. It's manifesting. Just because you don't see it don't mean it ain't happening. Slowly is the fastest way to get to where you need to be. I got a million of them. Alright, so what else do you got? Ace of Pentacles. Is there anything else we need to know with this Ace of Pentacles? Sounds good to me, right? Alright, is that there's an 8 of Pentacles in reverse character, though, lurking around your Ace of Pentacles. Alright, so this Ace of Pentacles person in reverse, this is somebody who has a lack of quality. They like to steal other people's work. They're starting to show bad reputation. They have a lack of motivation because they know they can't compete with you. They're trying to rush this. They want to get this. They feel like the best they could do is maybe slow you down because they're being seen as completely mediocre. And they know eventually you're going to overtake them. But they feel if they could slow you down just a little bit longer. But they're only making this worse for themselves. Because they're not going to take this Ace of Pentacles from you. That's what they wanted. They wanted this opportunity. Well, guess what? They're never going to get it. Why? Because 9 of Cups is your wish come true. They're not getting your wish come true. These people want to take your wish come true. It's like, no, you get your own fucking wish come true. Like, get out of here. You gotta chase these people. Give them open hand smacks, kick them in their ass, and chase them the fuck out. You say, get the fuck out, and then you spin your little thing at them and say, get out of here. I told them. I said, get out. I spin my, why is it not spinning all the way? Stop. There you go. Alright, whatever. Maybe something happened. Maybe something's wrong. Alright, but your wish come true here, though. You're getting a wish come true. Ace of Pentacles, things are working in your favor, though. I mean, this 10 of Pentacles is always going to come, but it's like, this is what these people, why they wanted, this is why they target you, for that 10 of Pentacles. They didn't care about any of the other stuff. They knew that that's what mattered to you, though, but they just wanted the, you know, the Pentacles part of it, and that's not, it's not acceptable. We say, no, it's unacceptable. 3 of Wands in reverse. You're not going to come here and knock down what we're building. This is what this is. You're dealing with a 3 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Pentacles in reverse type character here. Okay, this is somebody who is completely, you know, limited. They have a lack of progress. They're not building anything. They don't have any ability to do this. They just used to skate on other people's work. They used to, I don't know. This person does a lot of spell work, it looks like. They must do some type of fucked up thing. It's like, how did they get these people? They're doing mental magic, it says. Yeah, mental magic. Like, how do they know this stuff? But whatever, it doesn't make a difference, because all this mental magic, all this bad energy that they invested in putting you transmuted it into positive energy. So we thank them. Okay, we thank this King of Cups for whatever they're doing. We don't know. I mean, we don't care what this King of Cups is doing. But this King of Cups clearly sees you. But I don't know. This King of Cups, like I said, they're up and down. They're up and down. They're just here, though. So it's not anything to think about. They're more focused on what needs to be done on the other end. You focused on love too much, and look where it got you. I mean, we're just going to be realistic. We're going to use our head over our heart now in Gangster Magician world. Okay? Why is that? Because 8 of Swords in reverse. Because we're not stuck. You're not stuck. The Gangster Magician is magical gangsters. They're not stuck any longer. We're free. We have real release. We're taking control. Surviving this situation. Faced our fears. We're empowered. Okay? We're not stuck. You're not going to hold us back. We don't need nobody. You know, we know our value. So it's like, what else are you going to say? What do you want to tell us? That's what we tell these people. What the fuck you want to tell us? They ain't got nothing to say. They said, who the fuck do you think you are? We said, brother, come find out. Alright, because 7 of Swords, because they know you know about their betrayals. They know all about it. We know all about this. The Gangster Magician and magical gangsters are aware of the betrayals. These betrayals, they don't, you know, they were meant to hurt us, but the reality is they helped us. They brought us on, they made us stronger, made us a better person, gave us more, you know, insight, more spiritual insight because of these attacks. And now these people are upset about it, that they're being seen as an 8 of Wands, or 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse energy. I mean, and you're not stuck anymore because these betrayals ain't holding you back. Because they can't be proven. These people, they said that you were going to be, they thought they had you all worked out, mapped out. They thought they had you down. No, you let them think that. That's what you did. Okay, because there's the thing. There's the 3 of Pentacles here. People, they want to work with you now. They want to collaborate. I mean, there's teamwork here. There's shared goals. I mean, people, this is like, you know, pooling everyone's energy together and making this work as a team. Like, everybody has their own little special, you know, niche. And that's really what this comes down to. Nobody's jealous here. There's no jealousy. There's no, you know, anger. There's none of that. This is all this devil stuff. They could take that with them. We're not like that here. We cheer for each other. We know how to do things right. We're smart here. We're not like these people. We don't fucking get jealous. We know who the fuck we are. We don't have to impress these fucking jerk-offs. Who are they? Who the fuck are they? Because now look at them. 5 of Cups. They're all in regret now. Now they're all pessimistic because they know that they needed you to be down and out. Not looking your best, not being the best version of yourself, most certainly not living it up. They expected you to be down and out, begging, blah 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 blah, like saying stuff to people, like people are laughing at you. It's like, get away from me, you bum. This is what they were envisioning this, and they were praying for this, but this is what's happening to them now, because nobody's listening to what they have to say. People are just like, nah, we don't care what you said. And at one time, people did care what this person said. They don't care anymore. Okay, why don't they care? Because there's a 4 of Wands in reverse around this person. It's all conflict. There's conflict amongst family, there's conflict among friends, there's conflict at the workplace, there's conflict with each other. I mean, there's just conflict everywhere. It's not a happy home. This was not a wish come true. But you're lucky. You got out of this. You weren't able to, you didn't have to get stuck with this nonsense. Your counterpart did, but you didn't. Now you have a 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles here, being eight of Swords in reverse. You know, not stuck anymore. And that's giving you the opportunity to get what you need to get here. Because nobody can fucking siphon your energy right now. You're blocking them. Yeah, they can't get to you. You definitely have them at arm's length here. So keep it that way. You don't need this bullshit. Why? Because 7 of Pentacles, because you're hardworking, you're efficient. You had a long-term view here. You weren't thinking anything less than that. You just said, all right, this is what it is. Anything that happened, you didn't give up. You just plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E. I mean, it just, the list goes on. You just always kept coming back. Wonder why people want to work with you, 3 of Pentacles. So, is there anything else we need to know here? I feel this is like a blah, like I'm not really loving this, but it's not bad, it's not good, it's not really anything. Somebody was trying to block your Ace of Pentacles though. But now that you have the 3 of Pentacles, that's telling me that people want to work with you, and that's showing that other people wanting to work with you makes it like, it just makes it better. It's like other people needed to want you for this to happen. Like this somehow turned the energy, and it's like, why did that do that? But that's what happened. Okay, and that's because you have this 4 Swords energy we've seen earlier. Rested and relaxing over here. You're taking a break from the hustle and bustle of life. You don't need this bullshit. There's no rush. Okay, that's why this 4 of Pentacles is here, because these people, they want you to rush. They want the breadcrumb you. They want you to need. They want you to, they wanted to determine your pace here. They wanted to determine your timeline. And that's what they thought they were going to do by breadcrumbing you. But that doesn't work. You just unaccepted this. You said, no, not what I want. Beat it. These people, they can't get to you because you're not giving them an opportunity to say anything, because you're just going to stay silent. Who gives a fuck what these people have to say? They know what they did. So who else are we dealing with? I mean, there's got to be something here. I don't really see. It's just, this is so boring to me. All right, because there's a 6 of Swords in reverse. Because whoever this is, they're resistant to change. They wanted the things to keep going. They wanted to keep stealing. They wanted to keep taking credit for other people's work. They wanted to keep, knocking down what people are building and then saying they built it themselves. It's just, everything that these people have done has been to bring back the timeline to where they could stay in control. You were surpassing these people at lightning speed. And this is the only way they felt they could hold on, is by sabotaging you. But guess what? It didn't work, and it only pushed you farther. Because look, it pushed you farther into this Ace of Wands and this urge to create. It didn't stop you. It just made you want to, made you more of an inspiration. And you're always resting and relaxing, because you're not out there partying. You're not out there fucking making a spectacle of yourself. That's what's helping you right now. All right, and the fact that you have this Page of Pentacles energy, that you're manifesting. You are beginning a new venture or project and are eager to learn and explore all that has to offer. I'm open and eager to learn new skills and take on new opportunities. That's why you have this Ace of Pentacles here. That's why there's a 3 of Pentacles. That's why 4 of Swords, you're keeping yourself rested and relaxed, okay? And you're not stuck anymore. Not stuck in any addictions. You don't have any type of, riffraff. That's like, you're not who, you wouldn't be here if you did. I mean, you may slip in here and there. I'm not saying that, but people are like, you can do what you need to do here. You could be just like how you want to be. I mean, but you're only limited by what you believe. These people made us conditioned to believe stuff that isn't true. Like, everything we believe isn't true, but it's like too hard to get into it without sounding like a fucking whacked out conspiracy theorist. So it's almost like we tell these people, you know what the fuck you did. All right, don't make us. We'll let it play out, because that's the way they don't want it to play out. Because these demons, they have shame. They feel shame. They do, because especially when they get seen, that's their worst fear, is when they're getting caught. They can't believe it, because you're just Queen of Swords. You have boundaries now. You know, you're very short-minded. You see right to the point. You communicate with clarity and wisdom. They needed you to come off like a bumbling idiot. You don't come off that way. They thought that you would, but you're I don't know why, but where they got this information. But so, is there anything else we need? I'm gonna have to go through a new deck. This feels like I'm really dragging this one. I don't really enjoy this reading. It's just silly to me. All right, bang! Yes, there's another one. Now I'm all ready to go, because who's here for you? The Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Swords says, I communicate with clarity and wisdom. Wisdom and clarity. You possess a sharp mind and a clear understanding of the world, and are able to make objective decisions based on reasoning and logic. And that is the whole reason why this is happening, is because of this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is the reason why you became an Empress, High Priestess, Gangster, Magician, okay? It sealed up the energy. It was able to protect the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, all right? People are not able to get in your energy any longer. They're not able to siphon it. This Queen of Swords is no nonsense. They don't want to hear it, okay? If it ain't for your highest good, this Queen of Swords tells people, see you later. Thank you, but thanks, but no thanks. Don't call us, we'll call you. That's what the Queen of Swords told me to tell you. All right, so there you go. And why? What did this Queen of Swords make you become? Okay, because it's protecting the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Made you become this Empress. So there you go. So we'll end it on that one. So this is the reason how you become this Empress. I mean, only way to become a Queen of Swords is by other people attacking you. So you being attacked had forced you into this. You didn't want it. This is not how you were born. You weren't born a Queen of Swords where you're just very perceptive and, you know, you may have, but it's like, nobody wants to be like this. You were hardened. You had to become hardened here. But you are this Empress, though. And you're a lot more than just that. Okay, you're very special, and I love you very much. So why don't we keep going? Why don't we elaborate? That was a nice way to end it. The cat says, yes, indeed. That's another thing he likes to say. He likes to say, indeed. Indeed. Silly cat. So what else do we... Yeah, I know, I am crazy, I know. All right, I'm aware. I'm very self-aware of that. The good crazy, remember. So let's get a little going here. Let's get a little clarification, a little confirmation. And we'll see what's up. And then we'll make our decision. Then we'll make our, our verdict. We'll find out what the verdict is here. But you being this Queen of Swords is getting you this Ace of Pentacles. People want to work with you. You're manifesting. You're not stuck anymore. The people that were trying to block you, they were trying to just take your energy. They were trying to, create credit for profit off of you, your energy. But now, them being resistant to change and not being able to build anything, and you being able to build while their four wands are in conflict with each other, helps you. That's you being alone now is helping you. They got too many fucking chefs there. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians over there. A lot of chiefs. So what do we got? Let's get going, please and thank you. Alright, so here's where we're going now. So you have this Five of Pentacles in reverse. So that's telling me that you're recovering from financial loss. Okay, there's assistance, there's relief, there's improvement. Things are getting better. You know they are. I'm not saying you're a fucking where you want to be 100%, but you're getting there. You know they are. Your luck's improving. You feel better. You're not as anxious. You're more under control. It's because these people can't attack you anymore. She went the gangster magician. That's why. Okay, and you know what happens? You're a Nine of Pentacles too. You're becoming Nine of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. This is why you're just Five of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Makes sense. I mean, that's what you are. That's who you are. It's pretty much who you've always been, really. You know, these people were trying to dumb you down by attacking you with spirit. You know what I mean? They were siping your energy, making you tired, making you, you know, struggle. It was like these people had a lot of negative things they were doing. And they didn't want to take accountability for it. It's like, okay, so you get away from these people and now you're the best version of yourself. What is the reasoning there? And these people now are losing things. All right, they're losing love. Ace of Cups are reversed over here. They're not getting anything. There's emotional loss. There's emptiness. They're pessimists. Remember, these demons, they can feel things. It's just that were so, I don't know, they've been so consumed with hatred and fear and all types of things that, but they can feel, they're feeling very shameful right now for what they did. They never thought they were going to get caught for this. They know right from wrong. That's the thing. They know right from wrong, and that's why you knowing right from wrong also is getting you this Four of Wands, because you always do what's right. You always do the next right thing, and you doing the right next thing even when nobody's looking has gotten you to where you need to be. And being this Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, resting and relaxing. So what else do we need to know about you resting and relaxing over here? Nice, you know, it's rainy. It was all rainy today. It was a weird feeling today. It really messed my energy up a little bit. I was having a hard time getting going. I'm not good at that. I'm usually not a good person to do energy. I mean, read energy in the rain. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. Some people could do it. I don't know. Just for me, I like it to be just regular. I'm just good. Okay, and that's why Three of Swords in reverse for recovery from heartbreak. Not only are you recovering from financial loss, Five of Pentacles in reverse, but your Three of Swords in reverse recovering from heartbreak. I mean, there's recovery after this loss. This is definitely confirmation either way. So whatever, maybe something happened that was heartbreaking, that you lost a lot, but you're not feeling that way no more. It's all because you became a Queen of Swords. And the fact is that these characters are carrying the burden, Ten of Wands. They wanted you to carry this burden, but you carried it long enough, and you said, I don't want to carry it no more. And these people said, no, you're going to still carry it. And you said, no, you are. And that's them being resistant to change is why they have this Four of Wands in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse over here. I mean, you didn't do this. You didn't come knocking on these people's doors and say, hey, can you come try to fuck up my divine union, my twin flame, so, you know, we could get separated and, you know, do the reunion phase. Can you come do that for us? We didn't come knocking on the, that's what they're doing for us, though. But that's what, we didn't come knocking on the door. They came looking for us. So it's like almost like it's just supposed to be meant. It was meant to be. Doesn't matter. Look where it got you. Look at you now. Now, look at you. You're the best. Yes, you are. You really are. Tell me you're not. I mean, I don't think that anybody could say that they're better than you. I see that. So, what else do we need to know? You're recovering from heartbreak, you're recovering from financial loss, you're a Queen of Swords. Alright? You're slicing through this Seven of Cups here, these illusions, confusion, these options. This is what they love to do. They wanted to keep you confused, they wanted to keep your counterpart confused, they wanted to keep everybody confused, because this kept them into control. This is why they wanted to up the from 432 to 440, the HCs, because chaos, these people are able to reign supreme. This is what they know. They know. See, God takes it easy on the humans, because humans, we don't know as much as what these demons do. These demons know exactly, but the fact that you're able to overcome them and slice through this and recover is the reason why Three of Pentacles people want to work with you. I mean, we're seeing this very clearly that people want to work with you. So it's just that now you don't have to focus. Like, see, you recover from heartbreak is allowing you to focus on yourself, okay? You focusing on yourself now is allowing you to Five of Pentacles recover in reverse, recover from financial loss. You recover from financial loss, Three of Pentacles is having people want to work with you. This all happened, Four of Swords, because you're rested and relaxed, and Eight of Swords in reverse, not stuck anymore. And this is earning you an Ace of Pentacles. And you're, you know, manifesting this Page of Pentacles. I mean, you're a sexy ass Queen of Wands too, not to mention. I mean, you're the total package. You're very special. You're a very special person. We love you here. Love you here in the gangster magician world. You know. Okay, and here's the thing though, there's a Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So what this was is that these characters were painting themselves with a false sense of success. They were cloaking in your energy. They were presenting themselves as you. They never thought you were coming. This is like basically like somebody sleeping in the fucking bed, like Goldilocks sleeping in the bed, and you know, you're like, all right, brother, get out of my bed now. It might have been just right for you, but it's mine. Beat it. So it's like, this is where this is right here. You are kicking these fucking Goldilocks out of your bed. You're like, bitch, get the fuck out. I'm the fucking real one. See ya, okay, Knight of Swords. You're action-oriented. You're ambitious, driven to succeed. This is where this Ace of Pentacles is coming to. This is why you never would give up. You won't go away. You're like, you just won't go away. But it's not in a bad way. It's like you're just, you know, like they're not going to break you down. You're just going to keep getting back up. You are like the Undertaker. I love it. Okay, and there's this Three of Wands here. This is what's happening. You're building something. I mean, you have it off the ground. You're not right where you want to be 100%. Nobody's there where they want to be. It's not the end. You're still during the journey. This is where all you learn. You learn all through this journey. Don't worry about the destination. Don't worry about when. Don't worry about where. Just remember how you're getting there, what's going there. I'm telling you, it's all going to work out for you. Why? Because you have this Knight of Wands energy. We all do. We're fearless, adventurous, okay? Gangster, magician, and magical gangsters. We're very fearless. We're very adventurous. We don't take shit. We're Queen of Swords, for God's sakes. I mean, you're not going to come here and tell us anything. We're going to give you an open hand. We'll kick you in your ass and chase you the fuck out. Get out. We don't want to hear it. Nah, we know a rat. We know when we smell a rat. The Queen of Swords is good at smelling rats. Smells them right out, okay? And you know who they smell out the best? The Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? Because when the Queen of Swords in reverse is around, now you know what you're dealing with, okay? This is a person very angry, they're bitter, they're chaotic, they're overbearing, over-emotional, and they're trying to attack you, but you're not letting them. You being this Queen of Swords, they cannot get to you. They're losing it because they're resistant to change. That's why all this confrontation's here. They needed you to be watching them in heartbreak, wishing that you were them, wishing upon a star that you were them, but you just didn't give them that. And it took all their energy. And that's why they're stuck. What do you want us to do? That's what we have to say. This is what your counterpart's going through, so it doesn't really make a difference. But I'm just saying, just so you know, this is what's happening. And Eight of Wands, things are happening very quickly here because this Queen of Swords in reverse energy, it could be around you, it could be a sister, it could be a sister-in-law, it could be, you know, a copycat, mother, it could be anybody. But it's somebody, they're very angry, they're not getting their way here, and now they're yelling, they're screaming, they're very critical, they're dismissing people. They're cruel, they're cold-hearted, they're showing who they really are. They're not the holy one like they made themselves out to be, the God-fearing person they made themselves out to be. They just showed who you are. That's all they did. They showed who you are, and that's why Five of Cups in reverse, people are moving on from this. Okay, them showing themselves this way, people moving on, moving towards you. Because, and it's not that you even need to accept these people, but it's just, this person made it very clear what they did, and you know it's humiliating. This is what it comes down to. These demons have to be seen for everything they did. This is their worst fears. Everybody's going to see them. They don't know what to do. And how's this happening? Because you're this high priestess. That's why. Because you see things 10 steps ahead. Okay, you already know. This is why we do this. This is why we do. So you see this happen. You know you have a Queen of Swords reverse. You know somebody behind your back is yapping over here, acting crazy, but they're only hurting themselves more and more. They're only pushing people towards you, is what this Queen of Swords in reverse energy is doing. And you don't even want to be bothered because you're just this high priestess. You see it anyway. You see them coming a mile away anyway. Doesn't even matter. It's like almost like second nature. Like I said, this is your focus on yourself. You're not worried about these people. Alright, you're not Three of Cups in reverse, worry about these overindulgent fucking jerk-offs, making rumors. This is what they're doing. Queen of Swords are saying rumors, saying crazy things, but they're being seen as disloyal. They're betraying your counterpart. They're getting rejected. They just don't want to change. Look, I said Four of Cups. They're getting rejected. This is what's happening for this Queen of Swords reverse. Nobody wants to hear this. This is like, This is a bad energy. Queen of Swords in reverse. Who can I compare that to? It's like the fucking Tony Soprano's mother or something. Fucking the worst. This fucker. No, this is what this is. I mean, this is the energy. All right, and 9 of Cups in reverse, and now they're not getting a wish come true. Whatever they thought they were getting, it's all done selfish. It was all greedy. It was all lack of inner joy they had. They were trying to fill some type of void. They got some type of excitement by seeing you go through pain. You're recovering from heartbreak somehow or another is getting you your energy. You had this Hierophant supporting you here. You're socially approved. Is there anything else? I mean, I think we got the point here, right? You are just keeping your boundaries. You keeping your boundaries is making you recover from heartbreak, recover from financial loss. You have people, 3 of Pentacles, they want to work with you. They see your value. You're resting and relaxing. You're building something. You're not stuck. You can clearly move. You can go wherever you want to go. And Ace of Pentacles, you're getting what's meant for you. You know, you're getting an opportunity. And it's all because of being this Queen of Swords. I think that's it. I think that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I think I got it. All right. So what else do we need to know? All right, death is here for this Queen of Swords and Race. He said, don't worry about nothing. He says, I got this. You're good. Chill out. Relax. Death is here for this Queen of Swords in reverse. The end is here. He's going to have a little talk with them. All right, he's going to tell them that they're very sorry. That they're going to have to come over and tell you you're very sorry. But this person, they don't want to say they're sorry. They want to keep that yapping. So that's why Death's here. Okay, because remember, 3 of Pentacles. People, they want to work with you. All right, these people that they were trying to block you from people wanting to work with you, and it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen because why? 7 of Swords, the betrayals are being seen. This is what they didn't want to see. They didn't want to be seen this way. They didn't want nobody to see it. That's why 2 of Swords, they were trying to avoid it. Now they can't avoid it no more. It's all over. It's all done. No more. Thanks to all my new subscribers. I do appreciate you. Thank you. I'm going to go now because my voice, I mean, I usually do the angel number thing, but I'm going to start phasing that down a little bit because I feel like once I'm done with it, I'm like, all right, go. Like, I don't want to keep adding more. You know, that's what I think. But I'll have like an outro or something. I'll give you like the thing. I did have some positive things, but I think it was too much on my voice. I talk too much when I have to do this. Here I go explaining myself again. But here you go. I'll see you later. I love you.